Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Finneytown Secondary Campus's class of 2023 graduation ceremony. I'm Eric Muchmore, and I'm joined by Mike Kennedy, my co-host for tonight's activities. Thanks for joining us, and we apologize for the technical difficulties. Mike, how are you tonight?
I'm doing great. You know, I think it's pretty cool that we're doing this live stream a little bit different tonight. We've got a red carpet that we have tonight. We got a lot of buzz in the air, so it's going to be fun for us tonight.
It's going to be a lot of fun, and we have Jen Dinan, our assistant superintendent, down on the red carpet. We'll be visiting her throughout this show, getting interviews, hearing from our families who are here to support our graduates, and we'll take you there in just a second. But, Mike, first, I want to ask you, what do you most look forward to when it comes to our graduation ceremony?
I think the smiles on the kids' faces. I mean, they realize a lot of work went into 12 years of education, and they finally made it. I know their parents, their family, they all feel that. And that's, for me, sticks out for every graduation, just the pure joy you see.
And you feel it starting in the media center where our kids are getting ready. And we'll take a visit down there here in a few minutes to see what's going on. But we're going to go ahead and send it to Jen Dinan down on the red carpet. Jen, how are you down there?
We are having a lot of fun. I'm here with one of our seniors, Jayla Thompson. Jayla, you look beautiful. What are you wearing today?
I'm wearing Johnson's off of my gown, and my mom made this sash for me. I'm wearing New Balances as well. New Balances, I love their shoes. They're very much comfortable. And I'm just ready for the graduation to be a success, and I'm ready to see the world, like, to see what I can bring to the world, like all of the above. Like, I got shakes. Like, I got shakes, man. I got shakes. Like, I can't explain how I'm feeling. Like, it's sad. I want to cry. I want to yell. I want to scream. I just want to. It's just a great moment. Like, I can't believe I made it this far. I'm not gonna lie.
And you did. And when you think back on your senior year, Jayla, what would you say is one of your favorite parts?
Getting along with the teachers. Basically, the staff actually helped me try to get here. I won't be here except if it's Miss Misty, Miss Burkhart, Mr. Walker. I won't be here if they didn't help me or believed in me or supported me. And I really, truly thank them. And people say that Finneytown is not a good school, but it's a great school to send your kids if you need a personal, just somebody to be there for your kid if you're not there. Like, it's just a good feeling to be there.
That's right from one of our seniors, probably the best commercial we could have. So what has today been like for you, Jayla? What do you do during graduation day before this?
Man, I took me a nap. I'm not gonna lie.
There you go. Yeah.
I took me a nap before I came because it was overwhelming, and I'm really excited because I get to leave. I get to graduate.
You do?
Especially on time, and I get to see all the people that I love here. It's a bittersweet moment.
Well, Jayla, thanks for joining us. We're excited to see you cross that stage. Enjoy tonight.
Thank you.
Back up to you, Mike and Eric.
Jen, so Jayla Thompson.
I mean, she stole the show right there already.
Right, no doubt. I mean, we were trying to play a video to start. We should have just went right to Jayla.
We should have. Yeah.
I mean, her energy was amazing right off the bat, and you could tell she's super excited, proud of herself, and she should be. You know, tonight's a special moment.
It really is, and I love that she mentioned the teachers and the support she's gotten from them and how special Finneytown is. And like Dr. Dinan said, this is a perfect commercial right there for Finneytown. So we appreciate all the good vibes that Jayla's bringing off.
No doubt. And so Jayla's actually going to head back to the media center where our students are getting ready. Mike, if you could show us the media center so our audience can take a look into our kids back there. And having, you know, Mike, I've spent many years in the media center as an administrator helping our students get ready.
Yeah, how's that feel? Is it a different environment? What's it feel like down there?
It's really exciting. I mean, everybody is putting on their cap and gown. They're getting the cords on. The staff is struggling to put the hoods on. And I know we all have a difficulty with that, so each of us takes turn pinning that on each other. But it's just a lot of fun, and it seems like everyone's just in a great mood and so ready to come out and celebrate, hear the speeches. And we have a lot of good speeches tonight. I know we have many student speakers, and we're going to hear from a 2011 graduate, Donovan Clark.
Mm-hmm.
He's our
That's
alumni
special.
speaker. And so, yeah, that scene in the media center is just a great hour right before celebrating.
And if you think about it, like a lot of these kids will go to different places, different colleges, different careers. So this might be the last time for a minute they get to see their family, because that's what it is. Their friends are their family, and so I know they're really excited to hug each other, embrace each other, high five each other before they go on the stage and celebrate tonight together.
We're going to go ahead and send it back down to Jen. Jen, I think you have a couple people. Take it away.
I do. I am here with Keisha Clay and Kobe White. Keisha, who are you here to see cross that stage?
My son Kyrie Arnold.
And I love these shirts you're both wearing. Can you tell us a little bit about those?
This is just Kyrie in one picture, pretty much just from birth till now. And we're just proud, so the whole family's going to be out here representing.
That is fantastic to hear. And when you think through Kyrie's years, what would you say is something he has taught you?
Kyrie's taught me just to never give up, to keep pushing. He's a leader and just a really good kid. And he had a rough start when we first transitioned here, coming from a different school during the pandemic. But he kept pushing, and we had a lot of support here at Finneytown. So just never give up.
We are thrilled to have Kyrie graduating from us. And what is Kyrie doing after graduation?
He wants to get into the automotive field. He's an awesome cook. I wish he'd get into culinary arts, but I don't think that's what he wants to do right now.
If he decides he does, I'll taste test anytime, okay?
Okay.
Yes. So, and how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited, and I'm proud.
Well, we hope you enjoy tonight, and thanks so much for stopping by.
Thank you.
Back up to you.
Thank you, Jen.
Yes, thanks.
Kyrie Arnold's mom, family, you heard the energy there. How about that shirt she had on?
I was going to say, I think we might need some shirts up here, right? That's amazing. I love that they were coordinated and just the pride she has for her kid. And, I mean, I heard that cook, and I was like, wait a minute. If I could hire one for my house, if I could afford that, that'd be amazing. So whatever they decide to do, I think it's going to be amazing. And I think automotive, big field right now. So
Yes.
It's just cool to hear what they're imagining their future to be.
It is cool to hear it. It's cool to hear the families talk about it and see them walking in. You know, a lot goes into preparing for a graduation ceremony, and you see right now out on the field we have our stage set up. We are going to have the band on one side of our students, and you're going to have the staff on the other side. Our students proceed in. We have Lisa Turner, the secretary for the secondary campus, and Anton Walker, the assistant principal, Carol Miller, the principal, Lisa Samuel, Tammy Dietz, restorative practice facilitator. They all put in a ton of work among many others who make this venue great for tonight's celebration. So it's cool to see everyone walking in and seeing it right now. Well, looks like
She's
Dr.
got
Dinan
somebody
has
else.
another interview.
Let's do it.
Jen, back to you.
All right, I am down. She is the mom of Michael Wise. Samantha, how does it feel to know Michael's journey of K-12 school is ending today?
It is very bittersweet, but it's a breath of fresh air, and I could finally breathe.
I'm sure it has been a journey, absolutely.
That is an understatement.
And when you think of all the memories Michael has given you, what's one that sticks out?
Oh, y'all want to take a picture? Michael, he doesn't give up.
Yeah.
Michael is very resilient. He is of integrity and of character. One thing about Michael that I know that everybody will remember is his heart. Mm-hmm. He's like a big teddy bear, and he was always helpful, always. So I know everybody at the school, the staff will miss him dearly.
That's true, we will. His smile, too. That's one thing I always think of with Michael, absolutely. And what are Michael's plans after graduation?
His hope is for football, school for football. So we are rooting for that. He got accepted to Iowa.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, so we're just kind of in the midst of the transition for that. So, yeah. And he finally got his license.
Oh, that's a relief, right? And then you don't have to cart him around as much.
Absolutely.
For sure, yes. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the evening.
Thank you. You too. Bye.
All right, Eric and Mike, I'll send it to you.
Well, I mean, Iowa football, that's big time. And we know that it's a passion of his, and we're excited to see what Michael has done and will do in the future. I know you know Michael a little bit more intimately. What would you say about Michael?
Michael's a great kid. I mean, we get the privilege to see kids grow sometimes from their 7th grade year through their senior year, but definitely through their freshman year through their senior year. And Michael is a kid who's really blossomed the leader of his class. He's quiet, but he's very helpful, and he helps to get everyone on the same page, and he works well with the staff, and I know he's going to do a great job in his next chapter. So it was really great to hear from his mom and how proud of him she is.
You know, what's cool about that story you just told us is we have so many people in the stadium that have come tonight that we've seen before when they were in 6th grade or 7th grade. Or it's just funny to see how they kind of grow over time. What we see, I remember Michael Wise when he was in 6th grade, and then I've seen him this year in classes, and he's a grown man, literally a grown man. And it's just funny that, we do change so much throughout our lives, and I know it's a time to celebrate all that change, so he's a cool kid.
He is. And another young man that we've gotten to see grow into an adult, now doing great things, having been an adult for many years, is Donovan Clark. Donovan Clark is our alumni speaker tonight, and I believe he's down with Dr. Dinan on the red carpet. So we're going to go ahead. Jen, do you have Donovan with you?
I do. I have Donovan Clark, one of our alumni, with us. Donovan, you look fantastic. Who are you wearing today?
Well, right now I'm wearing, this is called State and Liberty brand. I got this online. I got some Lulu pants, and I got some designer shoes. I forget what the name of them right now, so we just going to say they're like a nice pair of white sneakers. All right, let's go with that.
You are sporting it really well there. It is so great to see you again. We've known each other quite a few years.
Yeah.
I had you in 4th grade, so yeah. Tonight you're our alumni speaker. Mm-hmm. What are you hoping our seniors take away from your speech tonight?
Hoping that they take away just, want the best out of themselves at this next chapter. I left high school myself back in 2011, just, eager and ready to attack, the next chapter. I'll focus on my speech, going to Michigan State and everything else, but just going out there and into the world, just wanting to, be the best version of themselves, and just make sure that they go out there without any fear.
Which makes sense, because you've always modeled that, Donovan. Yeah.
Thank you.
What's one of your favorite memories from your time at Finneytown?
That's tough. I would say that's tough, but I guess since I'm staring at the football field right now, I would say beating Indian Hill my senior year, knowing that we never beat them before, and I ran off the field in tears because I was super happy. Yeah. So my senior year, beating Indian Hill, yeah. Uh-huh.
That is a good one. I like that a lot. Yes. What does Finneytown mean to you, Donovan?
It definitely means a lot. For me, it just was a place where I can always call home, always make sure to come back whenever, like when I was at Michigan State or when I was with the Chargers or, just even obviously now, I'm in the adult world, just like it always feels like home. It's a family. And it just always will hold a very special place in my heart.
Yeah. And you hold a special place in our heart for sure. You've always been great at coming back to visit, which we love. I think you do it every year. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Try to.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, you have fun tonight, and I can't wait to hear your speech.
Thank you so much.
It was great to see you.
I appreciate it. You too.
All right, Eric and Mike, back up to you.
Thank you, Jen.
Well, you can tell that relationship of 4th grade teacher to student still exists, that smile, that conversation. I mean, Donovan just lights up a room.
Oh, right. I mean, right away, you feel his energy when he steps into the room, and I think our audience will experience that tonight when he steps up in front of the podium and gives his speech. How about those sunglasses?
I know. I was a little bit jealous. I was like, maybe I need to go down there and ask him where he got those and borrow those for a while.
Those are killer.
Yeah, he's very fashionable.
Yeah, I would agree. Perfect for the red carpet. Yeah. The great thing about Donovan is that he's down to do anything to support Finneytown. I know he's traveled a lot since he's left us, being at Michigan State, in the NFL, and now up in Michigan working for Gatorade. But whenever we ask Donovan to give a speech or to take a phone call, he's there for us, and he really does give back to Finneytown and his class. I mean, he's the speaker this year, Last year, I think, was Rachel Thompson, also from 2011.
2011. Yeah, that's a big
and
class.
And then Julian Jones, also.
Wow.
2011. So, yeah,
Special
2011's
class.
a big group.
You know, you mentioned Donovan's willing to do anything. He came on the podcast, and just his genuine joy to talk to us. We experienced that for so many kids this year that are about to graduate. You know, seniors like Sanai Cobb. Sanai Cobb always makes me smile. And we can mention so many different kids, like Ryan Swegman Jr., always making me smile. And I know there's a lot of teachers that feel that way. There's parents that are connected to these kids. And that's what's great about Finneytown is we're so small, you really do know the kids. So it is truly a community celebration, not just a family celebration. Everyone together here knows these kids, and we've all some way jumped in and been a part of their lives. So I think the cool thing is tonight when they walk across the stage and we see them, we can all have those memories that flash in our mind and see them walking down the hall or see them on the field, like you mentioned, beating Indian Hill. I remember when Donovan Clark's team did that. That was pretty special.
It was exciting. I remember that too. So graduation tonight, we're outside at McNulty Stadium. We have beautiful weather. Last year, I believe we had some rain that got in the way, and we had to move into the gym. I know during COVID, we had the drive-through graduation.
Yeah.
Which was right outside the PAC.
How was that? Yeah, I remember that. That was wild.
It was so fun.
Yeah, it was cool.
Right, the parade of cars that came through.
Yeah, it was
kids
beautiful.
Getting out, and we would hand them their diplomas, and they'd get back in the car and
Yeah.
pull off. We had a bus with a family come through. I mean, it's just been really, really cool to see how the past few years, each graduation's been different, yet still so special every single time.
Absolutely. Well, it looks like she's got another guest down there. So, Jen, are you ready? Let's hear what you got down there.
I am ready. I am here with more proud parents. I'm with Larice and Christopher. And who are you here to see cross that stage?
Cornelia.
Yes.
Yes.
And what has Cornelia taught you in all her years through school?
She was very determined. She stayed focused. She stayed busy and very active. And just to be a leader, you know, she's a good leader, and I'm just so proud.
Yes. In addition to proud, how does it feel today, Christopher?
Emotional. Turn a new leaf into her next adult.
Yep.
That's right. It's a big chapter. Yeah. What is next for her after tonight?
Well, she's going to Central State. She's going to Central State. She's taking up criminal justice. So we're excited about that.
Future lawyer.
Yes, and she also plans to cheer for them as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very exciting. So you're going to be going to more games, right?
Yes.
To see her cheer?
Yes,
Absolutely.
yes.
And what's one of your favorite memories from her senior year?
I can say all the games. Coming to the football games and the basketball games and just watching her cheer and, you know, just being a part of the school. And I really enjoyed the bonfire when we had the parade and stuff. You know, this senior ride has been amazing.
That is so great to hear. I loved that bonfire, too. I got a little nervous at one point. Didn't it get big? We thought we might have to run. Yes. Well, she wouldn't be here if it weren't for both of you. So congratulations and enjoy the evening.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Eric and Mike, I'll send it to you.
Thanks, Jen. Cornelia's parents obviously very proud.
Very proud.
Another great interview.
Yep. Dad got a little emotional there. That was pretty cool.
That was cool. I'll tell you what, Dr. Dine's doing a great job down there. Working
Absolutely.
that red carpet. I mean, the interviews are clutch. Let's take a peek back inside the media center, though, and see how our kids are doing as they're getting ready. As you can see on the screen here, it looks like they're starting to possibly line up. And so what they do is they get organized in the media center 2 by 2. Our staff will lead out, and our students will proceed all the way from the media center up past 200 and 300 buildings, and then they'll walk on in at the far end of the stadium, and that'll be pretty cool to see. And that's going to happen here in about 29 minutes. We're at 6:31. But let's go ahead and kick it back to the red carpet for another interview with Jen Dinan. Jen, right to you.
I'm down here with Bill Schaff. Bill, who are you here to see cross the stage?
First of all, my son Billy Schaff, but then also all the other seniors, including all the ones I've coached in baseball and soccer since they're little kids.
So you feel pretty close to the senior class?
Yes.
Yeah. So what else are you feeling today as this phase of their life comes to an end?
I'm feeling real excited for the kids and their future. I look forward to all of them succeeding in life.
That's great to hear. And what are Billy's plans after tonight?
Billy's going to work a little bit in the summer, and then he's actually going to be working with adults with mental disorders right out of school, and see where he goes from there.
That is so great. He has such a kind heart. That is a perfect role for him. I love hearing that. So when you think of Billy's years, go all the way back to when he was in elementary school. Do you have a memory that sticks out?
Oh, there's so many of them. Him and all the kids playing around. I had to use a lot of patience with him.
That does sound like a good parenting tip. Absolutely. Well, thanks for stopping by. Congratulations. Enjoy the evening.
All right. Thank you. Congratulations, seniors.
All right.
He does have such a kind heart, and you could hear that from what he plans to do right after graduating. His plans, taking care of those who have some mental health battles that they're facing. We know many people do, and that's something that, you know, everyone faces from time to time. But
Yeah,
Billy's
and
perfect.
Billy's
guy for that.
perfect. I mean, what a great person to give his gift to those folks who are in need that way. Cool kid.
And another proud parent that we got to see there. So
Yeah, there's many more I'm sure we'll find.
I see, you know, Jen's down there. She's looking to see if she can find another guest to interview. As you can see, our stage is set to go. The wind is really whipping today.
I know, it sounds weird, but usually it's raining, and you never know when it's going to rain, but today it's like a high wind day, which is a little different for June.
It feels great, though. Typically, it's so hot out on that stage because the sun beats directly down on that. And I hope none of those flags get in
I
over
see
our
some
stage
teachers
guests.
now here in the frame here. I think it's Crawley and Altoff and
Mr. Walker just walked by. Oh, here's the hood thing that I'm talking about. Mr. Crawley needing a hand. See?
You
I
called
can't-
it.
I told you. It's a thing every single year. Our staff struggle to get ready while the students are all set to go.
They're
the staff
fine.
tend to delay the student procession because of those hoods.
yeah.
And I was right there, too, myself. I'm not picking on Mr. Crawley there.
No,
we all struggle with
I would
those
be in that
things.
boat too. But the kids right now, you can tell they're excited. They're connecting, and I think if we look down on the field, you'll see that we're starting to get a lot of people here. People are starting to funnel in. They're starting to shake hands and say hi. And I know that there's some folks that maybe haven't seen each other in a couple weeks, and they're reacquainting. So, and there's a lot of family that comes in out of town for this. So I'm sure there's a lot of celebrations afterwards of them connecting even more. But I'm excited to hear the speeches tonight. That is one thing about graduation that I love is hearing the student speeches and hearing so many different students from different backgrounds because we are a diverse district.
Mm-hmm.
And I know tonight that those speeches will have something in it that for all of us to take something from. So I really look forward to the speeches.
I'm looking forward, too. Let's take it back down to the red carpet where Dr. Dinan's standing by with another guest. Jen, who do you have?
I have one of our seniors, Karnaya James. Karnaya, you look gorgeous. How are you feeling today?
Excited, nervous, anxious, all in one.
Those all fit, absolutely. How has graduation day been so far? What have you done?
I mean, it's been relaxing for real, because, like, I did everything yesterday, so today was just a breeze.
That's smart. You're a planner. I like that. Yeah. When you think back on your senior year, what's your favorite part?
Cheer, being cheer captain, my favorite part of the year.
And you're doing that in college too, correct?
Yeah, I am.
Right. How long have you been a cheerleader?
Since 7th grade.
Oh, a little while. And then what other plans do you have after graduation?
I'm going to Central State University, and I'm going to major in criminal justice so I can become a lawyer.
Oh, I like that. Strong women lawyers. We need them for sure. So when you're old like me and you think back on Finneytown, what are you going to think about?
Finneytown, it makes people feel like, it's home. It's family for real. Everybody's family. You never feel left out at Finneytown.
That is so great to hear. And you're always welcome to come back and visit. We always love seeing you, okay? Enjoy tonight. It's all about you, and congratulations. All right, Mike and Eric.
Thank you, Jen. Finneytown does feel like family. I agree. When I look back on the years I hope to feel the same way.
I think criminal justice is exactly what we need, especially the fact that she is a female, and I love the fact that she's going to represent the female population and not in such a male-dominated field. So a lot of pride hearing that student is going to criminal justice, and I can't imagine. Like, there's no way I'd be smart enough to do that, to be a lawyer. So a lot of respect there.
Big time respect. As you said before, the stands are filling up. I don't know if you can see through here, but we have the field behind us, and we can hear the amount of people who are coming in, and it looks like everyone's excited and ready for the show to begin here. What time we have? We're at 6:37. Getting closer, Mike.
We are getting closer. You know, I think the adults on the stage are just as nervous as the students in the stands. I mean, it's funny to hear our principal, Carol Miller, talk about, well, I got a bunch of people to speak because she doesn't always like to talk publicly, but there's a lot of people that are excited to hear what everybody has to say tonight.
Yeah, and I know we're going to hear from our superintendent, Dr. Laurie Banks, our valedictorian, our salutatorian. We'll hear from both of them. There's a student chosen speaker that we'll hear, and many others. So I am, too, looking forward to hearing those speeches tonight. Well, I think we have another guest down on the red carpet.
That's exciting.
Mrs. Diane. So, Jen, if you're ready, we're going to go ahead and toss it to you.
I am ready. I am here with Tina Sedgwick, who has had 3 daughters go through our school. Tina, who are you here to see today?
Mallory.
And she's your last one?
She's the last.
What's it like to know you're going to have an empty nest?
We're not. We've got one coming back to grad school at UC, and Mal's going to UC, so we'll have 2 at home.
Okay. That feels good too, right?
It does.
Yes.
Yep, we're happy.
How has senior year been?
It's been busy.
Yeah.
She did CCP some here, working.
Yeah.
So just a lot of busyness, but good busy.
Yeah. Yeah. And when you think back on her senior year, what's one of your favorite memories, Tina?
Ooh, put me on the spot. I mean, I enjoyed the volleyball, which she gave her heart out for years. So probably her sports, and then listening to some of her speeches have been really good.
I was thinking that too. Mallory did a fantastic job, like much better job than I would have done. She sounded so confident and comfortable. Yeah. So how sweet is this moment for you?
It's pretty sweet. Yeah. It's hard not to tear up.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you stopping by, and
you.
have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
Thanks. All right.
Thank you, Jen. Another proud parent there. I have 2 kids. They're far from high school graduation, but when I hear these parents talk about how proud of their kids that they are, I think of my own kids, and it makes me excited for their graduation in the future. It's just really cool to see it all tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And she mentioned sports, volleyball in particular, and I've been to a couple volleyball matches here, and those kids, that is a sport of athleticism, and I can see that those memories stick out. All of us have memories from either in our music, the arts, or in our sports. We have a great sports program. We have a great arts program. So there's a lot of memories. And you could see it on the parents' face to relive that moment of volleyball and how that meant so much to her child. So it's a cool moment tonight.
It is a cool moment tonight. And you talk about the parents and the kids at the same time, talking about athletics or the arts or band, music. The coaches and the teachers and the leaders of those programs, the adults, also get a unique opportunity to form deep relationships with those kids away from the classroom, around a sport and a team, and build that culture. And when I first started here, I was a basketball coach for about 6 or 7 years. And I have to say, those are relationships that I will cherish forever, and the stories and bonds that we created are truly special, so it's neat.
Yeah, there's always something beyond the classroom.
Absolutely.
And you see kids really grow. Like sometimes in the classroom, they're quiet and they don't really come out of their shell, but they'll join a club or they'll join a sports team or an arts group, and they just find their voice and they find themselves. And I think that's what's amazing about Finneytown is we have so many great clubs, so many great sports groups, and they always find a home there. All right, it looks like Jen's got another person on the red carpet. Jen, who do you have down there?
I am here with Jenna Goins. And Jenna Goins, who are you here to see cross that stage?
My son, Xavier Sheets.
Okay. And so what has today, graduation day, been like so far?
Very emotional.
Yeah.
Very emotional. I'm feeling sad and happy at the same time.
That makes sense, absolutely. When you think back through Xavier's years of school, what has Xavier taught you?
That he has taught me to have fun. He's taught me to have fun. He's taught me that he's super smart, and he's taught me to persevere.
That is awesome. When Xavier was little, what did he want to be when he grew up?
Tom Brady at first, and then he was really into the Titanic, so he wanted to do like ocean things, and now he wants to be a music composer.
Okay, so it shifted. Look at him and all his interests. Yeah, where is he going after graduation?
Miami University. I'm not supposed to announce it yet.
Oh, okay. That's where I went, so it's a good pick. It's a good pick. Yeah. Well, we hope you enjoy tonight because he wouldn't be here without you. Congratulations.
Bye-bye.
All right, Eric and Mike, we'll send.
Well, Xavier has a special place in my heart. She spoke about his compositions. I remember hearing his compositions when he was a little musician, young musician. He would come into the band office, he'd show us stuff, or he'd send stuff through email. And I was like, wow, this is really, really cool. So the fact that he's going to my alma mater and to hear that he's doing music just makes me really happy, because that means the voices of Finneytown will go on, and I can't wait to maybe hear one of his pieces one day online, or maybe I'll even get to go see a concert. That'd be kind of cool. So I know he's excited. He's a great musician.
It is cool to hear when our kids choose to go to the universities that we attended. I know you went to Miami University, Jen went to Miami University. We hear a lot of our kids going to Miami University. I went to Ohio University. Not as many of our students choose to go there, but when they do, I know I connect with them over that too. So he wanted to be Tom Brady when he was younger. Who did you want to be when you were younger?
Well, of course, Tom Brady.
You Tom Brady?
No. Are you kidding? Honestly, I probably want to be my brother, because I always looked up to my older brother. So, yeah.
That's cool. I think I want to be my dad.
Yeah, that makes sense. Your dad's kind of cool.
Well, I see Jen's down there on the red carpet talking to a few. I don't know if she secured an interview yet, but well, we're approaching graduation start time here. It seems like our kids are lining up there. Mike, can we get a look at the media center? Oh yeah, they're lining up. You can tell that they're starting to move toward the door. I think that's Mr. Backer.
I know.
There.
I was going to say, is that Dave Backer down there?
What do you think he's saying right now, Mike?
He's probably making them do a couple of quadratic equations. Maybe I can't even say that word. He's probably doing some math with them.
I think he might be making some lame dad jokes in an attempt to get them to leave the media center.
Probably.
You know, there they go.
There they are.
There they go. They're heading off. So let's go ahead and send it to Jen. Jen, our kids are heading up, so we have a few minutes for this final interview.
And this is the perfect interview to end with. I'm here with a mom, and she also used to work with us, so she knows a lot of our kids. This is Julie Horn. Julie, who are you watching cross the stage?
I am watching my son, Finian.
And what is it like to be here in this moment?
I am so excited because I not only am celebrating Finn, but I'm celebrating all the students that I used to work with. And I am so excited to see all of them. I am excited because I haven't seen them for probably 9 months, and so I know they've changed, and I'm just thrilled to be here to see them all.
You had close relationships with quite a few of them.
I did.
Like since they were growing up?
Yes. And not only the kids I worked with, but the kids that have been with Finn, since kindergarten.
Yeah.
So lots of them close to my heart. I was a library volunteer. I was on PTA, so I've done so many different activities to work in, interacting with the kids in so many different ways. So I'm very happy.
We're happy to have you here. And what are Finn's plans after graduation?
Finn will be going to UC, and he will be in the exploratory program. He's not quite decided which direction he will go in, so.
Which I think makes sense at 18.
Well, how would you know? Yes.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for stopping by. It was so great to see you, Julie.
Dr. Dinan.
You're welcome.
You're lovely.
And congratulations.
Thank
you are too.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
You too.
All right. And that concludes our red carpet interview. So I'll send it back to you.
Jen, before you go, one last thing. What are you taking away from your time down there?
It has been a lot of fun. It is always fun at graduation time, but I do think the red carpet and the backdrops, people are taking pictures. There's so much energy and smiles. It's a lot of fun to be down here.
Well, thank you, Jen. We will see you during the graduation ceremony, and we thank everyone who's tuned in.
Okay.
It looks like we're about 12 minutes from start time. Mike, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm thinking these kids are walking over. What do you think's going through their mind as they're getting to their seats? They're about to get their diplomas right now. What do you think's going through their mind? What was going through your mind before you went on stage for graduation?
I think I remember it clearly. The first thing going through my mind was I wanted to make sure I found the right seat because they are assigned, and I didn't want to screw up the whole row. And so that's a big deal. And I look down right now. They have Post-it notes on the seats to make sure that they sit in the right spot. But other than that, I think I was really just in the moment. I wasn't thinking about the past or the future. I was just being with my friends and enjoying just a great night that was ahead of us. And that was really it. I was just excited.
You know what I was thinking about? I was thinking, don't fall when you get your diploma. And I was thinking, how do I shake their hand? Isn't that so crazy?
There are a lot of steps that you have to figure out. And if you screw it up, everyone sees it.
Everyone sees it, yeah. So.
But it's such an event. Usually those moments when people do stumble or trip up,
it's the best moments.
It is. It's something people remember forever. So, all right. Well, this is it. We're going to go ahead and we're going to step away for a few minutes as we get ready for the ceremony. We appreciate all who have watched our pre-graduation show, the red carpet show. We appreciate you working through the technical difficulties we had. We want to thank Mike Rosa for producing. He's done a good job.
He's done a great job.
And
so, Dr. Dinan. What an amazing job. I know Jen's not one that wants to be on camera sometimes, but we are so thankful for her. She did a great job talking to his parents.
Yeah, her gifts of interacting with families and asking good questions.
Unbelievable.
And really relating to people shine tonight. And so we're going to go ahead and give you some shots of the stadium as we get ready to live stream the graduation ceremony, which will be underway in just a few minutes. We'll see you in a few minutes.
up, Wes? Hi, Jesse.
I'll show you.
Okay.
How about I tell you?
Sounds good.
We had the graduates actually on stage.
Oh, not sure this is going to be used against me.
That's one right there in the front. Shut up. Do you see me?
I seen her again. She worked. Her car was at home.
It's a 2023 graduation ceremony. This event is the culmination of 13 years of hard work and perseverance on the part of these students, their families, and the employees of Finneytown Local School District. Since the night is so special, we ask all attending to refrain from any behavior that would detract from the significance of the ceremony. Please silence all electronic devices. We greatly appreciate your consideration and efforts in making tonight a positive and special experience for everyone involved. Now, please rise as you're able. Direct your attention to your left with the entrance of our 103 Finneytown High School's class of 2023.
I remember each stage of Xavier too. That's funny. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I just almost waving.
One more time. See if I can turn it on. Oh. Now? How do I turn it on?
Sorry. Is it on?
All right, testing. All right. Good evening, Finneytown community. It is my pleasure to welcome students, families, and faculty to the class of 2023's graduation ceremony here at Finneytown High School. It is a great honor to be standing here in front of all of you on such a memorable occasion. I am Malik Williams, aka Malik Money For Real, aka Preach, aka Mr. Finneytown. Y'all get the gist. This evening, I am pleased to be your guys' MC along with Allison Sanders. I would like to start off by saying a big congratulations to all of my peers graduating tonight. It has really been fun with all of y'all, and I hope to see all of you do great things. I would also like to thank all of the teachers who have guided me and provided me with a great educational experience. There are too many teachers for me to thank, for whom I love and gravely appreciate, and that is something that I love about our school. As we move forward with our lives, remember to think, grow, and live our lives out to the fullest, for we are living in a beautiful community and a beautiful world with infinite possibilities. Thank you all.
Thank you, Malik, and good evening, everyone. As Malik said, I'm Allison Sanders, your other MC tonight, and I'm happy to be here. Would you please stand, if you are able, for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for the playing of our national anthem. You may be seated. As a sign of encouragement and recognition of the recent Memorial Day holiday, we would like all in the audience who have served our country in a branch of the military to stand and be honored with our students. We owe a debt of gratitude to all of you. Thank you for your service. You may now be seated. At this time, I would like to introduce our platform guests. Please stand as your name is read. Mr. Tony Gast, President, Board of Education, Finneytown Local Schools. Mrs. Lindsay Lee, Vice President, Board of Education. Mrs. Jaleisha McMullen, Board of Education, Mr. James Ree, Board of Education, Mr. James Reeb, Board of Education, Dr. Lori Banks, Superintendent, Ms. Carol Miller, Principal, Ms. Lisa Samuel, Assistant Principal, Mr. Anton Walker, Assistant Principal, Mrs. Tammy Dietz, Restorative Practices Facilitator, Mr. Donovan Clark, Alumni Guest Speaker, Artem Vavchenko, Valedictorian, Angelina Bush, Salutatorian, Sophie Ward, Highest Ranking Vocational Student, Mr. Dan Rush, Dean of Instruction, Diamond Oaks, Technology and Career Development Center, Ms. Elena Speed, Mr. Mark Seiler. It is my honor to introduce our Superintendent, Dr. Lori Banks.
Allison, thank you for the introduction. It is my pleasure to be here tonight to celebrate our seniors, the Finneytown class of 2023. As you each prepare for your next chapter in life, reflecting on your high school career and planning for your next steps, I'd like to share some thoughts I have about success. We are here tonight because each of you had success in meeting the graduation requirements. We have celebrated other successes your class has experienced, such as our athletes and our band members competing at state competitions, the first annual PBL showcase, students' art shows and awards, drama performances, academic team, Wildcat Cup, and so many more. So many times we measure success in terms of money, title, performance, position, education, grades, or test scores. I believe these traditional ways of measuring success are flawed. They are finite, often based on a final product or performance. They do not begin to define the path to success, the learning, the unlearning, the failure, the frustration, the growth, and the messy middle. Too often we want something to be fixed or solved, and we fail to understand that many challenges or goals need to be met with curiosity, collaboration, patience, and endurance. Success takes time, focus, and work. Scott Belsky, an entrepreneur and the author of the book, The Messy Middle, writes, "You survive the middle by enduring the valleys, and you thrive by optimizing the peaks. You will find your way only by reconciling what you learn from others with what you discover on your own. You'll get lost. At times, you'll lose hope. But if you stay curious and self-aware, your intuition and conviction will be your compass. The middle contains all the discoveries that build your capacity. I believe in each of you and your ability to show up, stay curious, and build your capacity. It is the journey that defines you and your success. It is your resilience, your humility, your kindness, and your efforts that define you. And when the self-doubt creeps in, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, I'm not smart enough, I'm not strong enough, remember, you are enough. Believe in yourself, believe in others. I can assure you this evening in this stadium, surrounded by people who love and believe in you, each of you can do anything you set your mind to. We believe in the possibility of the Finneytown class of 2023. In closing, I challenge each of you to stay curious, work hard, and always be kind. Believe in yourself, you can do amazing things. And remember, you will always be a Finneytown Wildcat. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Dr. Banks. It is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker this evening. He graduated in 2011 and is the namesake of our very own house, Clark House. Please welcome Mr. Donovan Clark.
Yo, yo. Get on, man.
Man, definitely feels good to be back, tell you that. Thank you, Malik, for the introduction. Wow, it's crazy how things come full circle. I always wanted to make an effort to come back and speak in my alma mater in some way, shape, or form, but I never thought I'd end up coming back doing the commencement speech at graduation. It really is a blessing to be back here and see all the progress that has been made. First off, congrats to the class of 2023 graduates of Finneytown High School, and a special shout out to the Clark House. You know I had to shout out the house that's named after me some love up here. I expect nothing but great things from you all as you leave here. I'm sure these last 4 years have really flown by. Believe me, it did for me when I was sitting in those same exact seats when I graduated. As Malik said, my name is Donovan Clark, and I'm a proud 2011 Finneytown High School alum. I grew up in Finneytown going into 5th grade, and I was able to establish great relationships with everyone I met. That includes classmates, teachers, coaches, faculty, and people in the local community. That's because of relatively small size. And being a 6'4" high school football player weighing 295 pounds doesn't help either. But looking back now, I'm happy that I attended a small school because I was able to develop true and long-lasting relationships. But sometimes high school can be a bit uneasy for a lot of different reasons, but I did my best to make the most out of my time because I truly enjoyed my experience. I didn't believe in wasting time, whether it was on the football field, out throwing people in shot put and discus, and in the classroom. Side note, I still hold the shot put record with 55 feet, so thankfully enough that hasn't been broken yet. Appreciate it. I will say I was an average student, but I made sure to always be kind and respectful to all the staff members and coaches I met along my 4-year journey. Before I continue rambling about how great high school was for me, let me get on with the rest of my background, what I want to leave you graduates with today. I went on after graduating from Finneytown and took a full-ride scholarship to Michigan State University, where I spent the next 5 years. If we have any Michigan fans, AKA scum fans, in the audience, I'm going to take this time to say, go green. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. And that I really enjoyed making those 4 out of the 5 years miserable for you all. And then we can't forget that 2012 year, though, as that was a tough year for us Spartans, only losing by 1 or 2 points that game. That was tough. After a great 5 years at MSU, I ended up being selected in the 7th round of the 2016 NFL Draft to the San Diego Chargers, who are now the Los Angeles Chargers. I spent a couple years there before retiring in 2018. After retirement, I moved down to Tampa, Florida to be closer to my girlfriend at the time, who is now my lovely wife, where we spent a couple years down there. Within that time, I took a job in the financial industry for a year before accepting a job opportunity with Pepsi, which led me and my wife back up to Detroit, Michigan in 2020. I'm sure y'all remember how crazy of a year that was. Coming up on 3 years in August, I'm 3 promotions in as I'm now on the Gatorade side of Pepsi, based out of Detroit market, where I run all of southeastern Michigan. My sights are set on thriving to continue progressing forward to achieving the life goals I have for me and my family. I'm sure you graduates listening to my story, it sounds like my life was a streamline of success without any trials and tribulations. I'm going to tell you that it wasn't. You're looking at the same guy that grew up with a stuttering problem, and I still stutter to this day, so that's always something I think about when I'm talking to people. Even when I first was asked by Mr. Crawley to do this speech, the first thing I thought about was, am I going to be okay? During my first couple of years playing at MSU, I was so afraid to fail that it affected my play on the field, which caused me not to play a lot more consistently my redshirt freshman year. I tore both my ACLs in my first 2 seasons in the NFL. My right ACL my rookie year, and my second ACL the following year, both during the preseason, mind you. The first ACL, I went through it a little bit because I had never been injured before in my entire life, and at that point, I didn't feel like I even belonged around the team because seeing them out there grinding every day while I was stuck doing rehab. I made the choice to retire after I was released in 2018 because I feel like I just couldn't perform prior to my injuries, and of course that took a bit of a mental toll too. Going to my first real job post-athletic career, it didn't turn out the way I wanted it to because sometimes, but the whole finance world didn't really fit what I envisioned myself doing. One reason is because it turned out to be a lot harder than I thought, and two, it took me a while to realize this just wasn't it for me, and that's okay. You're young, you have time to figure your life out. Thankfully enough, that chapter ended and this new chapter in my current career began, which has led me in front of you all today. When you all walk away from this place today, I want you all to think about everything that's led you to this point. Think about everything you've accomplished, no matter how big or small. Think about making it through your freshman year of 2020 and how uncertain that year was. Think about all the people in the stands today that have helped you along your journey that are now here today to take that next step. Think about the lifelong friends you've made. Even think about the uncertain of what's next to come for you, whether it's in the armed forces, going to work, going to college academically or athletically, and so on. At the end of the day, you made it and you did it. Yes, you had people on the way, but you are here. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. I know you all have probably heard that famous quote, but that's one of my favorite quotes. You remember how I said I struggle with being afraid to fail? How about be afraid to not try and live your best life? Don't be so afraid about this next chapter of your life where you don't be the best version of yourself. The only person that can hold yourself back is a person that looks you back in that mirror. You're going to mess up and make mistakes along your journey, and that's fine. It's okay. You're going to be faced with temptation in many facets, and all I can say is just be careful but have fun. You're going to face challenges, and that's fine too. Embrace it, accept it, and get it done. Don't make excuses for yourself. Don't be the reason why you got in your own way that detoured you away from what you want to achieve in life. Don't even be afraid to ask for help along the way either. Even if you don't think you need it, ask anyway. You'll be thankful you did. In closing, I want to say thank you all for listening to me today. I hope and pray that you graduates attack this next chapter without any hesitation and the mindset to want the best out of this life that I'm sure you all want. At the end of the day, just remember, you have the power and enough capabilities to achieve any and everything you want in life, and it's up to you to face it head on. Thank you, and go Wildcats.
Mr. Clark, we appreciate your thoughts. Now I would like to introduce Ms. Lisa Samuel, Assistant Principal. She will recognize our valedictorian and our salutatorian for the graduating class of 2023.
Hello. At this time, we would like to recognize and present to you our valedictorian and salutatorian. I will introduce each person, and Ms. Miller and Mr. Walker will present them with their Medal of Honor. Both students will then give their address. I now present to you our valedictorian, Artem Vachenko. Okay, it's time for your speech.
1 second. When I emigrated here to Finneytown in 2011, it was like I entered a foreign world. The language was different, the people were different, and none of my new classmates even knew what Ukraine was. I remember I had to take special English classes since I didn't even really know the language at all. However, over time, I learned to adapt to this new world. I learned how to fit in while keeping some of the way of life I had before the same. What I realized whenever I mentioned my background to my friends is that my experiences aren't something everyone goes through. Most people I know here haven't had the experience of living in a post-Soviet country or riding in a marshutka. I realized that every person goes through their own experiences in life, which thus creates their own unique perspective on the world. After graduating, a lot of us would go to other places where they have likely never heard of Finneytown or anything about the school. To me, Finneytown is a unique school I remember when I was young and my expectations for high school were shaped by all those Hollywood movies about high schoolers with the cliches about jocks and nerds. However, Finneytown proved itself to not fit into those expectations. Instead, what I saw was a close-knit, diverse school with its own unique culture. For instance, I haven't seen any Hollywood movie give screen time to a marching band other than a football game scene. But here, I got to participate in a marching band which would compete with other bands from much larger schools on a regional level. And we even placed 5th nationally in our class last November. Although most of my extracurricular experiences have been here with the band, I've heard about the students and teams that have qualified for various state tournaments or set records in the CHL. I've also seen the dedication of the crew and cast during musical productions. Additionally, I've seen Finneytown students get recognized for their hard work and countless hours of effort in their passions. What these activities and organizations teach us is the value of work ethic, community, and sportsmanship. Wherever we end up going after graduation, these characteristics can be used in things outside of Finneytown in our own ways. I would like to thank the teachers and staff here at Finneytown for dedicating a large part of your lives in supporting us. It can't be understated how impactful you are in the students in defining their character. Also, I would like to thank the parents, guardians, and relatives who help support and encourage us. It's thanks to your hard work that we're here graduating today. With this being our last day as Finneytown students, I think it is important to remember our experiences here no matter where we go, since it was the experiences here that made us into who we are now. That is all. Thank you.
I now present to you our salutatorian, Angelina Bush.
I need to give you your...
I don't know if the cap can come off.
No. I think I can do this. Okay. I'm going to swing. Swing this way. It's coming.
You got it, Anton. You got the skills.
It's coming. You got it.
Ooh. Some mad skills. I wrote this speech at the beginning of May when I was losing my mind, so I scrapped it. It sounded average, like something that Hannah Montana would have said at her graduation, discussing topics like don't give up and believe in yourself. And obviously, these things still do apply, but there's also so much more to graduating from Finneytown than that. We're leaving not only with our high school diploma, but with a strong foundation of community. Whether it's teachers, coaches, or friends, we will, for the rest of our lives, have people in our corner cheering us on. These very walls are bursting with different cultures and perspectives, so we're also leaving with a strong sense of respect and admiration for all different people and places around the world. The roots run deep here, seeing as some of our parents graduated from here, like my mom, and some of the people sitting in this crowd have known each other since preschool. Me, Annie Harlemer, and Finn Traubert have known each other since we were 3 years old. As we go through the world and do our own things, those connections don't just go away. So please make a conscious effort to stay in contact and don't let each other fade into the past. We've built bonds that have the potential to last a lifetime, and let's make sure that happens. Just as we were starting to figure out our own paths freshman year, the pandemic started. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge everyone who lost someone during COVID-19. The past few years have been difficult in more ways than one, but losing friends and families has been the hardest part. I was talking to my good friend Andy about the abundance of gratitude we have for this very moment. We also talked about how we're scared to leave the bubble of Finneytown. We also talked about our combined lack of ability to make new friends because we haven't had to for the past 13 years. My junior year, I joined the May Festival Youth Choir, and to say I didn't speak to a single person the entire 9 months I was in the choir would be an understatement. I wish I spoke sooner, and I just didn't want to sound stupid, so I didn't say anything. Don't wait until your senior year like me to start living and inviting people into your life. Life is too unpredictable to let opportunities passively go by you. I took more risks this year because why not? And those risks turned into a full ride scholarship from Bill and Melinda Gates. participating in the program of my dreams at Xavier University, and making some incredible new friends. Things will happen. We're moving from a very small school to institutions with tens of thousands of people. Where you might be the best at your craft here, you're also going to places where everyone else will be the best of the best. So use this as an excuse to push yourself, but don't let your mistakes determine your worth. Everyone sitting here will mess up, but your response is the determining factor between failure and success. Don't forget about where you came from, and don't be ashamed. It was the gift of a lifetime to be such a part diverse community, and I will take the lessons I've learned here and apply them to the real world. Because I don't know about you guys, but I want to rewrite the narrative and start a legacy. I want to be able to retire my mom and give her the life she deserves. She, along with the rest of my family, are the most important to the world, are the most important people to the world to me. I would not be where I am without my mom, my brother Justin, my sister Maya, my aunt, and my grandparents. They have been there every single step of the way, from reading to me every night as a child, to proofreading my college essays at 11:50 on Sundays. Sorry, Mom. And to the class of 2023, it's been a long 13 years. 13 years of laughing and crying together, seeing both good times and bad. And with that, I'll leave you with a quote from one of my favorite people, Zendaya, who said, "My generation has the opportunity to change the world, and I know the class of 2023 will and we can." So thank you.
Say Mr. Walker. Say Mr. Walker. Mr. Walker recognized the highest rank. Vocational student. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, that's what it was.
Okay, I already did.
Mr. Walker.
Hold on,
Oh, no.
wait, wait. Thank you. Thank you, Malik.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, I would like to take this opportunity to honor our highest ranked vocational student. Congratulations to Sophia Ward. Congratulations. She's going to be here.
You know I had to do this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I did. There we go.
Who thought I would be up here today? I went to Scarlet Oaks for fire EMT firefighting, something that I've always wanted to do since I was a child. I knew what I wanted to do, and I set a goal for myself to achieve. I definitely had to make sacrifices, such as not going to as many football, basketball games, and not many school sanctions events as I wanted to, but because I had to study for a test. I did, however, find times in one way or another. I did, however, find time to spend with my friends, whether it be in a friend's basement or at a coffee shop, working on homework that may or may not have been due the previous day. On top of my classes, I was employed as a lifeguard and a volunteer firefighter for a cadet program. Because I had a goal, and I needed gas money to get everywhere, and gas ain't cheap. I took what I learned from Finneytown with me over to the Oaks. I am able to say I come from a very diverse group of people and able to connect with many people on different levels with different cultures and backgrounds, which is a skill I learned at a very young age, starting at Brent all the way up until high school. One other thing I learned from Finneytown was time management. With softball, theater, and swimming all in the same month, not to mention I had to go to classes every day. That was the hardest part. It taught me to take time and slow down and realize when I needed a break. Just take time, be in the moment, realize that not every single hour of the day needs to be filled with something to do. I learned the value of downtime and to take breaks when I needed to and when it's not appropriate to take them. But I persevered, vocab word of the week. And to be able to say I can walk off this field and into a career is something most people won't say. So a word of advice is don't be what people want you to be. You gotta be what you wanna be. You gotta find your thing. 'Cause I know you'll find it. I found mine, and it's been the greatest past 2 years, and I can't wait to see what my fellow classmates do in the next years of their life.
Said Nayla. Her represent. We'd like to bring up Nayla Lindsay to do her speech real quick. Nayla Lindsay.
Okay. Work ethic, the principle that hard work is virtuous and worthy of reward. Today we are celebrating the amazing class of 2023, a class of students that have exhibited their hard work and are receiving their reward. You should be extremely proud of how far you've come and all that you have accomplished. Alice Walker, an African-American novelist, poet, and social activist, said, "Look closely at the present you are constructing. It should look like the future you are dreaming." When we were younger, we all dreamed and worked hard to get to where we are today. Good evening. My name is Nayla Lindsay, as Malik has said, and I have the honor of speaking with you all tonight. If you know me, you're probably just as surprised as I am. Me standing up here, I'm more of a quiet person, prefer not to speak in front of hundreds or even a small group of people. But I was encouraged to submit my speech, and after doing so, I was chosen to be one of the speakers tonight. I would like to thank all the families, friends, and teachers for coming out this evening to celebrate with us and all the foundational support and encouragement you all have given us throughout the years. You've truly made a difference in all of our lives. I, for one, would not be standing up here if it wasn't for the amazing support that I have had. I've been at Finneytown since kindergarten, and all those years have been unforgettable. I went to Scarlet Oaks for my last 2 years of health technology, and it was a great decision for me. It helped me take a step higher in my career and get the experience and knowledge in my field of interest. Even though I wasn't attending Finneytown for classes, I was always very welcome and greeted every day in Finneytown. And in my experience, I have made so many great friends and built closer bonds with them than I ever thought I would. Ms. Dietz and Ms. Miller, they are always so welcoming and always ask me how I'm doing in life and how I'm doing in school. This school has so many wonderful teachers, and they are willing to help and are greatly understanding. I say that to illuminate the importance of your environment. It is valuable to surround yourself with the right people, like people who want to see you succeed, who will build you up when you are down, who are willing to help but also hold you accountable. And Finneytown is definitely a place with that environment. Some of us will walk out of here ready to take on the world, and some of us may not, at least right away. But as long as you keep moving forward one step at a time, whether you plan to go to college, straight to work, or take a break, do what works for you. Because the success in your life is only a decision away. So don't stop here, don't get lazy or make excuses, but be motivated to make the decisions that will make your future self proud. Because we all have the potential to change the world for the better. So be great. Create an impact, save lives, and make a difference. I hope you all leave here with confidence, fearlessness, and hope, because failure does not exist. You either win or you learn. Never get discouraged by the defeats, losses, or mistakes. Take them and learn from them. You don't need to know exactly what you want to do, but think about the lifestyle you desire and work towards that. So when you leave here, just remember to make the decision not to give up, aspire to achieve greatness, and never stop dreaming. But most importantly, do what makes you happy. Alice Walker also said, don't wait around for other people to be happy for you. Any happiness you get, you've got to make yourself. So congratulations, class of 2023, you made it. Thank you.
Thank you for those encouraging words, Nayla. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Anton Walker. I'm one of the assistant principals at Secondary Campus. Before I go and we recognize individuals with the scholarships, I would like anyone here who had something to do with any of these, if you share DNA or you helped them along their journey, I need you to give yourselves a round of applause, please, for doing that. This year's class was truly outstanding in its academic pursuits. Many scholarships have been awarded for outstanding artistic talent, musical talent, athletics, as well as academics. I would like to recognize all students who have received a scholarship. Anybody received a scholarship, please stand. You may now be seated. Thank you, scholarship recipients. Next up, we have Ms. Tammy Diaz.
Thanks, Mr. Walker. Tonight, we continue the tradition in honoring many of our top students for their academic accomplishments. Please stand as you are able as I read your specific category for cords of academic achievement. A gold and white cord is summa cum laude, 4.6 GPA and above. Please stand and stay standing. Please remain standing. If you have a silver white cord, that's magna cum laude, the GPA of 4.3 to 4.599. Please stand as you are able. Remain standing, please. Next, bronze white cord is cum laude with a GPA of 4.0 to 4.299. Please stand. Lastly, but not least, we have the solid gold cord for our honors diploma. Please stand. Thank you. You guys may be seated. Additionally, many students take college courses while enrolled as a high school student. The courses are offered on our campus, online, and on college campuses. Would all students who took a College Credit Plus course please stand as you are able? Thank you. You may be seated. Next, we want to recognize the students in a few of our extracurricular organizations and describe the cord colors for you. Students in the Garden Club are wearing green cords. Restorative Peer Mediators are wearing teal cords. Our Thespian Troupe members are wearing royal blue cords. And our students enlisted in the military are wearing red, white, and blue cords. Would all of you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. You may be seated. Malik.
All right, now we will hear from senior Lamine Diop.
Thank you, League. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed faculty, proud parents, and my fellow graduates. We made it, y'all. Now, I'm gonna warn y'all, this is probably the most I've ever written throughout my entire high school career here at Finneytown, so bear with me a little bit. To those of you who don't know me, my name is Lamine Diop, and yeah, to those of you who do know me, yeah, they still let me speak at graduation after the senior prank. Today, as we stand on the cliffs of our futures, it is impossible not to feel a little bit of a mix of excitement and fear. We have come so far together, and as we prepare to embark on our individual journeys, there is one truth that we must confront. We will all miss this. Looking around me, I see faces that have become a building block part of my life. A bridge of memories built brick by brick with friendship, laughter, and shared experiences. We have grown up together, weathered storms together, and celebrated our triumphs side by side. But now, as we take our separate paths, the realization dawns upon us that we may never be quite as close to each other as we are in this very moment again. The ache of missing our friends is amplified today by the weight of an empty chair. A bold reminder of the dear friend and athletic superstar, Alex Harris, that we all lost too soon. His presence was meant to grace this stage alongside us, ready to embrace the opportunities that awaited. His absence serves as a symbol that life is fleeting and unpredictable. We honor his memory by cherishing the time we had together and by making the most of the opportunities that lie before us. But amidst our grief and longing, let us not forget that we are forever bound by the unforgettable mark that we have left on each other's lives. We have shaped one another's destinies, offered each other shoulders to lean on, and provided support throughout our hardships. The memories we have created and the bonds we have forged will endure the test of time. To our beloved teachers who have guided us along this transformative journey, thank you for being the guiding lights in our lives. You have not only donated knowledge, but have also served as mentors, shaping our characters, and inspiring us to reach for the stars. This list right here is kind of long, so apologies in advance, but I wanted to individually thank Mark Hafner, Lauren Henline, Charles Crowley, Kristen Duffy, Kathleen Counts, Mike Rosa, David Rolfris, the Berlew family, and last but not least, my parents and siblings. You have each individually touched my heart and empowered me to become the best versions of myself. Your dedication, passion, and unwavering belief in my potential has left an everlasting impact, and for that I am eternally grateful. With that being said, this year I faced so many challenges as both a student and a person, but through all that, two specific adults in the building constantly reminded me that their space was my safe space. Heather Howard and Gerald Womack. For those of you who may not know, Mrs. Howard is our health teacher here at Finneytown, but me and a couple of my friends like to call her the mind reader, because no matter what, she could always tell when something was wrong. If I ever walked into her room feeling upset about anything, Mrs. Howard never once let me walk out of her room feeling the same way. She is a huge reason why I'm here today graduating with most of my priorities straight, and has played a significant role in helping me get here today. Thank you, Mrs. Howard. Now for the big dog on campus who couldn't be here today, Gerald Wormack. Not many adults understand what it means to genuinely connect with their kids. Wormack did more than just connect with us. He made us feel like we were his family. Not many people will cancel an important phone call just because you walk in their office looking off. Wormack is the type of person who gets the respect because they've earned it naturally. Not many adults in my life have had that type of impact that Wormack had on me. You're not the big monster everyone makes you out to be. Thank you for being there for me at every turn. You can keep trying to make everyone think that you're all big and tough, but at the end of the day, we all know that you're just a big teddy bear who lets us take naps in the office. And now we get to the mandatory sappy part of the speech where I get all emotional, so let's just get it over with. I'm going to start this part off with just saying sorry to all the adults who have to deal with me and my quote-unquote loud personality. I know at times I could be a lot, but you guys always manage to give me a second chance and remain to be there for me, especially you, Dad. You have always been there for me to mentor me throughout all of my silly mistakes. From all the times I came home late after curfew and kept you up on accident waiting for me, to the times I forget to clean up my room right after you told me to. I know I messed up a lot, but a couple of things you always showed when dealing with me were not only resilience, but also straight up love. I was a little distracted to figure it out at the time, but now that I see everything that you did for me wasn't you just being strict. It was you showing me how much you love and care for me. All you wanted was to keep your firstborn safe and sound, and no matter how much I tried to twist your rules, you always made sure I was safe before dealing with the punishments for my shenanigans. I thank you personally for showing me what a father figure looks like. You always had my back, Dad, and no matter how many times I said I'll be all right without you in college, only half of me believes it. I don't know what I'm going to do without my #1 supporter there to cheer me on and steer me on the right path, or hype me up after a loss of any kind, but I do thank you for sacrificing all that you have for the last 18 years of your life and putting me and my siblings first. I love you, and I'm going to make you proud, Dad. Now, though we may not have gotten to this point without our parents, let us not forget the peers that helped us reach to this point as well. To my boy Sid, thank you for showing me that being a mentor to the guys in lower classes doesn't make me old. Malik, Travis, I thank you two for constantly annoying me and pestering me to join the track team my junior year after seeing my potential. Andrew, Tay, and Ryan, thank you guys for always being there for me no matter what. And last but not least, thank you, Josh, for being one of my closest friends throughout my 8 years of attending Finneytown. From my first step in here to my last, you were by my side sharing all the laughs with me. My fellow classmates of this graduating class, let's not assume that because we're receiving this piece of paper that this makes us all grown up now. At the end of the day, we will always be those same toothless mini humans who were the reason that those people up there had to learn how to change diapers. Parents, I believe I can speak for me and my entire class when I say thank you for sticking by your babies and watching us grow into the same young adults that you see here today. Y'all did y'all job. You guys put in the work and the effort to make sure that your kid was able to walk across this stage today. We may have been difficult at times, but we promise you, all those hours of working to feed us and house us and clothe us and even just love us didn't go unnoticed. We love y'all, and thank you guys for supporting us during our journey. As we scatter across different cities, universities, and career paths, let us carry with us the lessons we have learned from each other and from our teachers. Let us honor the memory of our departed friend, Alex, by living our lives to the fullest, embracing every opportunity and cherishing the precious moments we have with those we hold dear. So my dear friends, as we bid farewell to this chapter of our lives, let us embrace the uncertainty of the future with open arms. Though we may physically be apart, we will always be connected by the unbreakable thread of friendship that weaves us together. It's time for us to ride into the sunset, y'all. So look around and take it in. High school is over. No more getting our schedules and immediately texting our friends. No more coming to school on your birthday for the presents, and no more high school. But we must remember that now it's time to not only continue our lives as adults, but also time to continue making our parents proud every step of the way. Congratulations to the class of 2023. I know y'all tired of hearing me yap up on and on up here, so I'm gonna just cut this short and then y'all suffering. Let's try our best to make sure we remember that we will always have each other remember this exact feeling of unity you feel with not only me, but this entire graduating class right now. Because in the esteemed words of Troy Bolton from the High School Musical series, we're all in this together. Because once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat. Thank you.
Thank you, Bobo Diallo. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Alina Speed. All right.
I am asking that you guys give me some grace. I have prepared my remarks and they have been rehearsed, but standing up here, I can't describe this feeling to you right now. Good evening to all of you. I am Alina Speed, the mother of Alex Harris. First, I would like to thank the Finneytown administrators, staff, and the entire Finneytown community. Thank you all for remembering and honoring Alex's life, his spirit, and his connection to Finneytown High School. While attending Finneytown, Alex found both support and friendship. As a parent, we often wonder how our children really feel about their school environment. Are they making new friends we think about? Are they progressing in their studies? Are they discovering their true, authentic selves? Here at Finneytown, Alex had exactly the environment that he most needed. He loved his classmates and enjoyed his teachers, the coaches, and his staff, and everyone here at Finneytown. They all cared for Alex. My son was very lighthearted, and you could often find Alex telling funny stories or making jokes. He would always try to make an ordinary school day a little more fun. I'm sure you all know people like that. And at home, Alex was no different. He always knew exactly what to say. He always knew how to make moments more fun and more memorable. He is so missed. For so long, I have envisioned this day for him, his graduation from high school. In my mind, I always thought it was supposed to be full of congratulations, hugs, and seeing him to accomplish this major milestone. While this class of 2023 graduation is not what I had expected or hoped for, please hear me when I say there is still so much for all of us to celebrate and to remember. To each student that is here today, I share with you my most heartfelt congratulations. I am telling each of you, I am so proud of you. High school is not always easy to navigate, especially for this class of 2023. You all dealt with COVID, as well as losing your beloved classmate, my Alex and our Alex. You each had to show up every day for class. You had to complete many challenging assignments, and whether you did or did not study, we'll let you keep that to yourselves. You took your test, and you are here today at graduation. Please be so proud of this accomplishment. To each adult that is here, parent, grandparent, aunt, uncle, or caregiver, I extend to each of you a genuine job well done. And congratulations to you, because it truly takes a village, and you all too endured many of the same setbacks. As I begin to conclude today, I'll spend some time speaking with you about courage and faith. As I stand here before you this evening, I stand here humbly because all I have is courage and faith. So as this momentous day progresses on and you look to the future, carry with you courage and faith, as courage and faith will keep you and it will guide you along life's journey. Remember this, courage is defined as having strength to persevere. Faith is defined as trust or confidence in someone or something. There are going to be some days ahead of you. They will be hard, they will be challenging, and they will seem uncertain. But please know that you can overcome those hard and challenging days that will come your way. Please hear me clearly and just keep going. Have faith in yourself and your ability to achieve great things and to build the future that you envision for yourself. And I'm personally going to ask each of you to go and build a great future for us all. Finneytown Wildcat graduates, as you embark on your journey, I'm going to share with you a conversation that I had with Alex as we talked about his future beyond high school. Alex said, "Mom, what I want to be in life is something that nobody else is. And if that means that I have to do my own thing or do my own job, that's what I'm gonna do." So Finneytown Wildcat graduates, from this mama to all of you, please be true to yourself, embrace your talents and your gifts, and carry with you always courage and faith. Congratulations, class of 2023. Thank you.
One more time. Thank you, Ms. Speed. I would like to introduce our principal, Ms. Carol Miller.
I know. I mean, we're about finished, right? You're not here for anything else, are you? All right, attendance. Please come forward for the roll call, just like we practiced. As we begin the roll call, we would remind everyone to be courteous so that everyone can hear their child's name and get pictures. It's my pleasure to present these candidates as qualified for graduation. They've met all the requirements, all those new ones, put forth by the state of Ohio and the Finneytown Board of Education, and I present them to the board as certified to receive these diplomas. Mr. Crawley and Mrs. Burkhart will announce this year's graduates. Mr. Crawley first.
Here we go. Okay, I first would like to introduce Elijah Sanders, who is the Dean of Clark House. Lakira Trinae Morgan Baber. Kaya Bahanan. Tavion Tyrell Booker. Dakota Lee Brooks. Divine Murray Bryant. Juliana May Harlemert. Kai Joan Hargis. Adam Connor Imholz. Andrew Carl Imhoff. Karnaya Yvonne James. Landon LeVar Calfani. Alish Maji. Denver Brielle Miller. Anna Beatrice Aguiar Reed. Edgar Reyes Rivera.
Yeah, Edgar.
Brian Maurice Roseman. Jericho Tyshawn Sanders.
Here we go. Here we go.
Christopher Michael Shipley. Emily Elizabeth Steyer. Now I'd like to introduce Shannon Cleghorn, the Dean of Ebenezer House. Willie Brown IV. Lucas Christopher Campbell. Ranley Nicole Freeman. Andre LaShawn Kittles, Jr. Olivia Angelina Lopez. Aiden Matthew Portman. Saruna Rai. Allison Min Sanders. Jacob Wilson Sutherland. Lachu Mon Tamong. Ranjana Tamong. Jayla Lee Terry. Carlos Thomas. Finian David Traubert. Miles Isaiah Williams. Now I'd like to introduce Miss Heather Howard, Dean of Kupke House. Philip James Allwell. Jamari Markel Bryant. Paige Elizabeth Cahill. Joshua Reginald Crutcher. Ronald Edmondson, Jr. Travis Tyler Edwards. Jaden Scott Girdler. Raja Ishwari Hearn. Nayla Danae Lindsay. Mark Eugene Miller II. Joelle Ermina Ortiz. Xavier Jordan Sheets. Mallory Brooke Sedgwick. Michael Brandon Wise, Jr.
All right, I would like to introduce Brynus of the House of Pem. All right, Kyrie Lamont Arnold. Dylan Michael Brummett. Angelina Murray Bush. Lamine Maten Jop. Camille Raquel Foster. Sahara Elise Hall. Alex Chevalier Harris. Matthew Alexander Harris. Avery Lee Howell. Ryan Stephen Coney. Benjamin Morris Page. Michael Pariar. Connor Evan Quinn. Amir Rai. Gabriela Rojas Roque. June Faye Short. Jontez Taylor Thomas. Samantha Bailey Tudor. Monica Tatiana Vander Veen. Chastity Delane Williams. Malik Gerard Williams. All right, I would now like to introduce Mrs. Melissa Hawkins for the Pringle House. All right, Prabin Bista. Sanaya Amir Cobb. Priyanka Darji. Favor Ahim. Prasant Kadka. Alu Ibrahima Jai.
Alu.
Manish Rai. Isabella Rojas Coma. William Robert Schaff, Jr. Crystal Brianna Sycam. Cayenne Torrance Sims. Parsan Tamang. Jayla Yvonne Thompson. Artem Vovchenko. Sophia Diana Ward. All right, now introducing Mr. Brad Pierce for Telford House. Ready? All right. Malaysia Amani Barnwell. No shoes. Kanasia Danae Ba. Marino Dante Bird, Jr. Morgan Olivia Castleman. Damaya Jashelle Feaster. Leanna Charlotte Haywood. Carter Reed Helms. Ethan Michael Hogue. James William Morris. Layla Jordan Nixon. Fernando Olvera Cortez. Zachary Braun Prost. Nija Neve Robinson. Courier Don Roper. Michael LaShawn Snell. Andrew Christopher Steele. Ryan Shane Swegman, Jr. Preethi Tamang. Congratulations, grads.
Okay. So little left, and then on with it. By the authority vested in me as president of the Finneytown Board of Education, I do hereby declare you to be graduates. Congratulations to the class of 2023.
Would the audience please rise for our alma mater? Please be seated.
Seniors, please rise. Join me in moving our tassels from right to left.
Yeah, buddy.
All right, we would like to give a big thank you to our band for their musical performances tonight. Big round of applause. We appreciate all the time and effort that went into the creation of these performances. Everyone, please remain seated while the graduates leave the stadium. Honor Guard, please take your places.
Huh? Yeah, I know.
All right, graduates, please proceed to the multi-purpose gym to pick up your diploma. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Just over the entryway, light blue shirt. Good job, Dan. They're leaving with their classmates, so. Yeah, we're just walking out. We'll give them some space. Oh, that stinks. Oh, really?
One game, there was an interception, and he got a hold of the guy into the field.
What kills me is old linemen, they're like linemen are the only feet out after they get it.
Dear Finneytown High School, especially the graduates, I want you to walk into this life being very, very aware of the beauty of what you have. You have been exposed to something that a lot of people do not have, and I know it's very easy to just think about the world as you're going to be going forward and how big it is, but once you get into adulthood, you're going to realize that the world is a very, very small place. So one of the things to remember to survive this world, and you probably already recognized it while you were in this tiny little place, relationships matter more than anything. Take care of the people around you, take care of yourself, and you will actually be able to give what you hope to give to this world. If high school was tough for you, guess what? It was very tough for me too. So this place does not have to define you, but please allow it to form you, because you are in a powerful place. You have the possibility to do the really, really cool things. And go see the world. It costs $600 to fly from Cincinnati to Paris. Do that. Save some money, go see the world, and be the best Finneytownian you can.
About 18 years ago, a group of children were brought into this world, bright-eyed and filled with unlimited possibilities. Over time, this group of children grew together, many inside of Brent and Whitaker elementaries. They've bonded through their failures and successes, inside of classrooms, on stages, on athletic fields, in clubs, and many more activities. This group of young men and women have persevered through a pandemic and have leaned on each other through tragic losses. While all may not be here tonight in person, all are definitely here in spirit, together as one amazing group of people ready to share their gifts with the world. Tonight, we thank you, we honor you, and we celebrate you, Finneytown's class of 2023.